Hello and welcome to this edition of Safety First. I'm your host, Frank Poulin. Today we're here at the Suffolk Police Department with Field Training Officer Crowley, and we're going to talk about that most important time of year, school bus safety, as school definitely gets into high gear this coming week. Officer, thanks for joining us.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Now, let's start with when must you stop for a school bus?
Motorists should always stop when a school bus is loading and unloading passengers.
Okay.
Each bus has flashing lights and stop signs. They come out. You should always stop. Even if the lights are not on and the sign is not out, you should still stop if that bus is loading and unloading passengers. Regardless of which direction you're going, whether you're going with the direction of the vehicle, the bus, or if you're going the opposite direction, you still have to stop.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much.
And a lot of people, I guess, when they're stopped behind the bus, like you said, loading or unloading, the lights will go off and they don't know, can I go? Do I have to wait? What's, I guess, a general rule of thumb to help people out?
Well, general rule would be once the bus has re-entered traffic and continued on in its direction of traffic, then you could go. Okay,
so once the bus is moving again, you're free to start moving.
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
and so we kind of covered if the signals aren't on, and when do you not have to stop for the school bus?
If you're going the opposite direction of traffic and there's a protected raised median, then you don't have to stop for that school bus.
Okay.
Say, for instance, if you're on Route 58 and you're going eastbound and the bus is on westbound, that protective median there, you don't have to stop.
So it's got to be a raised
Correct.
median in the center. It can't just be, so if it's a non-divided highway, I guess.
Correct.
You need to stop both sides of the fence.
That's correct.
Okay. And what can happen, I guess, if you do pass a stopped school bus with its lights on, or even if it's, I guess, does the same violation happen if you pass it with or without lights on?
That's correct. In respect to the law, you're pretty much charged with reckless driving, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. And any Class 1 misdemeanor in the state of Virginia, you can receive up to 12 months in jail.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you definitely want to make sure you're stopping for the school bus at all costs.
Exactly.
Even if you're unsure, possibly
if that
use
school
caution.
bus is stopped, rule of thumb, go ahead and stop.
Okay.
Stop with it.
And now, for the other side of the coin, I guess, for the students and the parents, now what kind of precautions, I guess, or safety tips would you have for them waiting at a school bus stop, getting to the school bus stop, things like that?
I would say for parents, always keep your eyes on your children, especially young children, elementary age. Always keep your eyes on them. Make sure they're standing far enough off the sidewalk, off the street, on the sidewalk, away out of traffic. Don't allow them to play in traffic. Wait till the school bus comes to a complete stop. Make sure all other traffic is stopped before you allow your child to go into the roadway to enter the school bus.
Okay. And now when a child is like crossing in front of the school bus, I guess, after they've unloaded, is there a certain distance they should be ahead of the school bus so the bus driver sees them, or?
They should at least be what we say 5 giant steps in front of the school bus so that they can see the bus driver and the bus driver can see them.
Okay, since they're so high up, they're going to make sure they can see the children crossing.
Correct, that is correct.
All right, great. And now, I guess that's school bus safety, but as we ramp up into this time of year, people are, out shopping for school supplies and getting those discounted school supplies. What kind of general safety tips would you have for, staying safe both at home, in parking lots and stuff like that, just keeping valuables safe?
Well, with respect to a parking lot, if you're in a public place, when you get out of your vehicle, always lock it up.
Okay.
That's just one thing that I always do personally, and I would recommend that to anybody, especially if you have valuables inside of your car.
Yeah, it's kind of a simple thing to do. I know sometimes people forget about it, or they think, sometimes I might be in a safer area, and a throwback to the past. But in this day and age, just lock it.
Yeah,
right?
that's just a general rule. Just lock it.
Okay.
Yeah, lock it up.
And how about at home? What types of things can you do to make sure you prevent enticing any person to possibly coming to your home?
Same rule of thumb, always keep your doors locked, keep your windows locked. If you have like the floodlights outside of your home, keep a well-lit area. If you just purchased a flat screen TV, don't put that box outside to be thrown away. Make sure you break it down, put it inside the trash can, because you don't want to let someone know that, listen, I just bought a 42-inch screen TV. So
don't kind of announce it.
Right, exactly.
Or the new curved ones that everyone
has. Exactly. Yeah, I wish I could have one of those.
So do I. But all right, well, great. Well, we certainly. Do you have any other safety tips you want to add, or anything about the school bus or touch on?
Just always be aware of your surroundings.
Okay.
Wherever you go, just make sure you notice your exit signs. Make sure you know who's in the building. If you're in a restaurant, make sure you know who's sitting beside you, and the quickest way to the exit in case there's a fire or
Okay.
if some criminal activity does happen.
So just make sure you walk in somewhere, look around, and as you said, know your surroundings. That's kind of
Exactly.
key. Know who's there, who's not there, and ways to get out.
That's correct.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, Officer Crawley.
Not a problem.
Thank you for watching. That was this edition of Safety First. Definitely join us next time and stay safe this school year. Thanks.